Hello and welcome to another video episode of my podcast. My name is Cheryl and this is Cappuccino Crafts, and this is my little corner of YouTube on the internet, and this is where I talk about knitting and sometimes a little crochet. Those are my crafts. And I also love tea and coffee and books. We'll talk about reading adventures and also things I like to watch or listen to while I'm crafting, and other chatty life things and events that capture my interest. And thank you for watching this video and choosing to spend a little of your time with me. I appreciate it so much. I do kind of think about this podcast as kind of like my knit night, because I can't really get to a knit night, and yeah, that's kind of what this is for me, and I hope that you enjoy some crafty chat today. And this is November 17th, Sunday again, because this Monday is another big day. Kind of lots of things are going on right now, and it's a little stressful. A little anxiety provoking. That's why I've kind of been saving up my most funny and cheerful things to watch. But things are going to be okay. It's going to be fine. Yeah, there's some things going on that just need more attention, and it's going to take time to sort them out. But we're all going to be fine in the end. So that's good. And I hope you're doing well. And I hope things are a little bit calmer for you. And I wonder, what are you working on? What's your project right now that you're working on? Are you working on it while you're watching this video? Please do settle in with a beverage of your choice, something delicious, I hope, and your yarn, your hook, your needles, or maybe some fiber, and your spinning wheel, whatever you need. Really settle in and make something. I hope you are. Yeah, so it is very close to Thanksgiving in the United States. Canadian Thanksgiving is in October, which I think is actually a smart idea. But in the US, Thanksgiving is coming up real soon. So I've started a page in my journal to work out our menu and plan things out. Because of how things are right now, I am definitely not going to cook a whole Thanksgiving dinner from scratch. I have done that a few times, and when you can, it's great. And if you get some help, if you've got, a couple of people working on it together in the kitchen with you, that's even better. But yeah, I'm probably gonna cook from scratch uh, a turkey breast, and then also warm up a small ham. There's not going to be a large group, so we don't need a ton of food. It's just going to be um, 4 or 5 of us, 5 at the maximum. So yeah, we don't need a giant spread and all the. We don't need everything to be big. So the turkey breast roasts a whole lot faster than a whole turkey, and a ham is just easy to warm up in the oven at the same time as a turkey. And I think I will make some gravy with a little bit of help from some turkey gravy packets. But I do plan to use the roasting liquid, and then maybe a little bit of chicken broth and turkey packets make the gravy. And then I think all the side dishes I'm going to order from our grocery store. We're fortunate, our grocery store, you can actually place an order and get your entire Thanksgiving full turkey dinner with everything, all the sides. You could do the whole thing from them, and they're taking orders already. But I will be getting a lot of the side dishes from our store. So that's kind of the plan. And it's going to be good. It's going to make it a pleasant and relaxed day, which is what we want. I love Thanksgiving, and I love that actually it's a less hyped and more relaxed holiday. And I kind of ignore Black Friday, to be honest. I just pretend Black Friday isn't even a thing. Because I know I could go on about the hype of Black Friday and other things, but I'm gonna not subject you to that. You're welcome. You don't have to listen to that. Anyway, that's how I feel. And anyway, yeah. Also, this week I've been seeing posts on Instagram about the Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted, which is always in the beginning of November, and kind of a pre-holiday. It's kind of like a swap, except you get to choose what you swap. You put in a request. Does anybody want to swap for this? Or I'd like this. And then the person who has what you want, you don't necessarily have to give them what they want. They can put up a wish. They can post a separate wish on Instagram, and then somebody else that has what they want for their wish can do that for them. So yeah, I've done it the last 2 years and I've loved it. It's a lot of fun, so much fun. And yeah, do you ever do the yarn wishes? Do you participate in that? I'd love to hear about it if you do. And just this year, I'm not participating this year. I just can't. That's one more thing. My already full plate, I just can't manage to add that. Even though it's not actually that much, and depending on the wish, it can be very easy, but I just don't even have the headspace right now to look through posts, to think about it and plan it and go to the post office, and that's just too much right now. Hopefully next year will be different, and I can come back to and do it again next year. I'd like to. Um, yeah. And so, yeah, holiday season is fully in swing. Um, and our family, we celebrate Christmas and then New Year. Um, that's what we'll do later in the holiday season. And what holidays do you celebrate? What's your holiday season like? Um, I'd love to hear about it. And are you getting busy already? When do you start planning for your um, holiday food, holiday events, holiday preparations? When do you start? When does it really kick in for you? Um, yeah. And what is your favorite holiday? Um, Christmas is still my favorite for me. Um, yeah, I love Christmas. I love the lights. I love the decorations. I love the music. And music is a huge part of holiday time for me. A very important part of celebrating. So I love all that Christmas music. I love the lights. Yeah, I love the whole mood. I love everything about it. Yeah. Yeah. Christmas is my favorite. But I'd love to hear what your favorite is and why. Why is it your favorite? What do you love about it? Um, yeah. So I think it's time to get to the yarn and crafting goodness. Are you ready? Here is just a few more inches on the my favorite color cardigan, and the yarn is Indie String. It is 100% Falkland wool. It is not superwash, and it is not as smooth as superwash, but um, it's not very rough either, though. But you can definitely tell when you touch it. It's different from superwash. And the colorway, this colorway is black black cherry. And it's so beautiful. I just love it. And actually these are burgundy and red are two of my mom's favorite colors too. So she has been saying, I want one of those. I want one just like that. She's been telling me. So think I'm gonna have to find some beautiful burgundy yarn and make something for her, which I'm happy to do. She is just so appreciative of anything that I make for her. So it's a pleasure to make anything for her. And especially when she asks for it and I know that it's going to mean a lot to her. And also there is a sweater that she loves that I made her years ago, and it is just falling apart. It's got so many holes, and she asked me to fix it, but the holes, there's too much, too much to fix. It's beyond. So it's time for her to have a new sweater, and so pretty soon I think I'm going to be looking for a burgundy yarn for her. Oh, also another note about this. I did make a little goof on the edge. Um, you're supposed to slip the stitches on the edge of this, and it makes a nice smooth edge. It looks really good. But after I had put it down for, I don't know, 5 days, maybe even a full week, working on the other sweater. I came back to this and I did some rows, and I kind of forgot about that slipping for the edge. So I don't know if you can tell if you know what you're looking for, but I don't think it's that big a deal. I did not go back. I figure if this was going to be like right across my chest, and if anybody's staring at my chest that hard, and this is really dark yarn too, so that the color kind of makes everything blend together a little bit. You don't see the texture quite as clearly as in a different kind of colored yarn. So I think nobody is gonna notice unless I tell them. And I'm not gonna tell. Why would I tell? And if anybody's staring that hard, well, that is their problem. And I don't want you staring that hard right there anyway. So, it did not go back. But I am continuing to do the selvage correctly now. And it's nice and smooth after just a little blip that I don't think anybody is going to ever really notice. And I have also been continuing to progress on my Boxy by Joji Locatelli. I love this pattern. It's going to be so cozy, comfy, and just loose and relaxed, oversized. And I'm going to love wearing it. And I love this yarn. This yarn is Dream in Color Smooshy. And the colorway is Mild Tedium. I love that name. And I love the muted grays and lavenders, purples, and a little bit of brownish rust, a little bit of rust color. It just feels like the perfect rainy day, overcast Pacific Northwest colors. It feels like a rainy day looking out the window. And so perfect for me. So perfect. And I am nearing the point where I'm gonna, in about an inch, I'm gonna be starting that texture at the across the back and the shoulders, and then finishing building up the shoulders. So almost done with the back. Really progressing well. Loving it. And I have done about one more row, one more stripe, which I usually do. I do 2 rows. I do across one way and back. So I do two rows for each stripe. Is the way I'm doing my granny stripe. So I've done one more stripe, and yeah, that's the progress that we've made on the projects. And I have not listened to any more of any audiobooks, and I haven't read any of the paper books either. So no, reading was a bust this week, and yeah, but watched, I'm now in the middle of the second episode of the Great British Bake Off holiday short season, and loving it, loving it, loving it. I'm getting into the holiday mood, and I haven't yet watched. I think I might save the last several episodes of The Good Place and binge them in a couple weeks when the finale has aired, and just kind of binge that, because when it's getting closer to the finale, I'm getting a little more like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So I think binging like the last 4 or 5 episodes is what I want to do. So I record it, and I'm saving those. So that's all the crafting and reading and watching and listening. We had some special events this week in our family. My aunt and uncle came for a visit. They live in Colorado. They flew down and visited with us for a day, and then the very next day my sister came. She usually comes 2 or 3 times a month on one of her days off. So she came on Thursday. They came on Wednesday. So it was a week full of family time and some kind of important family discussions about some of the things that have been going on and some of the changes. Yeah. So it was good to spend time together. It was good to talk together about everything, and especially my sister and I kind of doing a little bit of strategizing, and we work together well as a team when we're together, and so it was good to we got a few things done. We still had fun time visiting, but we also did spend some time getting some things done, which was very productive, and I'm really glad about that. And yeah, I think that covers everything right now. I hope you and your loved ones are all well wherever you are. I hope that your projects are a lot of fun and turning out beautiful, exactly the way you want them to, exactly how you see them in your mind and your vision of what you want. And thank you for sticking through this whole video, and take care and see you next time. Bye bye.